GE142 Curves on Earthworks, Module 8, Volume of Earthworks. So for this lesson, we will be discussing what are the methods in calculating or approximating volumes of earthworks. So by the end of this module, you should be able to understand the methods in approximating the amount of earthworks and calculate or solve problems on volume of earthworks. Cross-section method. So in this method, it involves plotting the existing cross-section perpendicular to a particular line for the purpose of obtaining quantities such as volumes. It is usually done on linear constructions such as highway, railroads, and canals. So cross-sectional data is needed in estimating the amount of cut or fill needed for a given strip of roadway. So for example, this is your ground. So if magka-cut ka dyan, so you'll have to have your cross-sectional data para malaman yung volume. So this is the width of the road. So kukunin mo yung center line, and then in determine the area, ikakat mo siya into 4 triangles. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So yan yung this is merong height dito and also meron ding height dito. So mamaya i-discuss natin yung pag-solve ng volume given the cross-section of the areas on each station. So this is a 3-level section. So cut siya. Since this is the existing ground, so magka-cut siya. So ito yung ikakat na cross-section. So at stations, XL, YL, 0, YC, XR, YR. So XL is the distance dito. So the sa left and sa right, and vertical distance to the left and sa right. So at the center line, so wala tayong horizontal distance since dito sa center line. Then vertical distance is, so this is horizontal and vertical. So this is YC. So this side here is the side slope. So this is horizontal and this is vertical. So the distance here is the vertical horizontal distance XL multiplied by the side slope. So in determining the area of this cross section, so as I was saying, it divides into 4 areas. So this is area 1 plus area 2, area 3, area 4. So these are all triangles. So area 1 is 1/2 W2 YL. So base is W2 and height is YL. And area 2 is base is W2, height is YR. And then for the third area, 1/2 YC is the base and height is the XL. And area 4, 1/2 YC times XR. So this is the formula for the area of the cross section, but you can use the manual or manual solving on each area. So hanggang dito. So para hindi memorize yung formula na to, so mahaba-haba siya na formula. So just by utilizing the area, so area of triangle, so makasosolve mo yung buong area. So sa summation mo lang siya. And then, so if you have a level section, so ito yung magiging formula ng area. Since isa na lang yung vertical distance dun sa left, sa right, and sa center line. So ito na yung magiging formula. So if you are gonna use the area of triangle, so mas madali din yung areas of triangles dito. So 2, 3, 4. So either way, pwede yung gamitin kahit ano yung ang gagamitin nyo na formula. So what are the volume approximation methods? First is volume using and area method, or also called average and area method. So it is simply the average of the both average of two end areas multiplied by its length. So say meron kang prism, so ganyan. So this is the area 1, this is area 2, and this is L. So to get the volume, so we will have to average area 1, area 2 multiplied by the length of the mass of soil or earthwork. And the next is volume using Presmodel correction. So this formula applies to volume of geometric solids that can be considered prismoids. So prismoids or prismoid is a solid having ends that are parallel and similar but not congruent, and trapezoidal sides that are similar but also not congruent. So prismoid, for example, so meron kang cross-section na ganito. So at the other end also is pareha din sila ng somehow pareha sila ng shape but not totally equal or not totally congruent. So it could be na iba yung height dito and also yung height dito is iba din. So yan yung prismoid. So the formula for the prismoidal equation is this. So VP is equals to L over 6 multiplied by area 1 or the first area plus 4 times area in the middle plus area 2 or the other end. So Presmodel correction. This formula is taken as VP is equals to L over 12 D1 minus D2 multiplied by C1 plus C2. So for both cut and fill sections, ito yung magiging Presmodel correction. So where L is the distance between station 1 and 2, so that is the full station, and D1 is XL plus XR of the station 1, so that is the total width of the road, so that is XL plus XR, and D2 is XL plus XR of the station 2, and C1 is the center height of station 1, C2 is the center height of station 2. So you can also find the Presmodel correction by subtracting the volume and area volume and the Presmodel volume, or the other way. So if you have the Presmodel and area and you have the Presmodel correction, you will find the Presmodel volume. So where VE is the volume using and area method, VP is volume using Presmodel formula, and delta VP is the Presmodel correction. Okay, so let's have an example. So the cross-section notes shown below are for a ground excavation. So at station 25 plus 100, the XL is, so let's refer to this figure. So XL is 7.85, 8.45, the YR is 2.3, YL is 1.9, and W over 2 here. So this is W. Okay, so and also at station 25 150, so that is 50 meters away from station 25 100. So we have unknown here X, Y, 10.7, 2.10, and 2.6. So first problem, find X, find Y. So this is X, this is Y. So at the station 25 100, vertical distance at this intersection is 3.2. This is 3.2 meters. So find the volume using end area method, Presmodel formula, and determine the Presmodel correction. So before we proceed on finding the unknowns, X and Y, so we will first find the side slope. So side slope is horizontal, vertical. So kailangan natin mahanap yung side slope para ma-determine natin yung W natin. Okay, so from the figure, 1.9 SS is plus W2 is equals to 7.85, that is XL. And sa kabila naman, 2.30 SS plus W over 2 is equals to 8.45. So solving the both equations simultaneously, so two equation, two unknown, so simply enter the values on your calculators. So we'll find that the side slope is equals to 1.5 is to 1. So that is this is the height and this is the H is the horizontal and vertical, and then W is equals to 10 meters. So this is the side slope and the width of the bottom section. Okay, so since nahanap na natin yung width ng road, so this is 5 meters. So 5 meters. So to solve the area, we divide this type of sections into triangles. So we will divide this into triangles. So here and here. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we can now solve the area at station 25 100. So this is area 1, or the first area, is equals to the summation of the 4 sub areas. Okay, so we will solve this manually na lang, so mas mabilis yan. So area 1, base is 5, height is 1.9. So 1/2 5 multiplied by 1.9 plus area 2, 1/2 times 3.2 multiplied by 7.85 plus 1/2 area 3 is 3.2 multiplied by 8.45 plus 1/2 5 times 2.3 or 2.30. So area 1 is equals to 36.58 meters squared. So that is for area 1. So now moving to station 25 plus 150. So this is where x and y are unknown. So SS is 1.5 horizontal. So we multiply 2.9 by 1.5 and y by 1.5, or simply substitute the value of SS. So to find x, so we will simply refer to the figure. X is equals to, so this is 2.9 times 1.5 plus 5. So x is equals to 9.35 meters. So at station 25-150, it is a little bit medyo mas wider na yung width dito. So sa y naman, so solve for y. So 5, so this is for a. So y is equals to 5 plus y times 1.5, that would be equals to 10.70. So y is equals to 3.8. Okay, 3.8 meters. So that is for the y. So that is the vertical length on the right side. Okay, so now we'll find the area 2. So kailangan yun para mahanap natin yung volume using end area method. So we divide this into four areas. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So area 2 is equals to the summation of the sub areas. Okay, so area 1 is 1/2 5 times 2.9 plus area 2 is 1/2. Y here is 2.6, so 2.6 times x is 9.35 plus 1/2 times 2.6 times 10.7, and then lastly 1/2 times y is 3.8, 5 times 3.8. So area 2 would be equal to 42.815 meters square. So mas malaki siya compared sa area 1 natin kanina. Okay, so now we have area 1 and area 2. So we can now solve for the end area volume using end area method. So volume using end area method is L/2 multiplied by area 1 plus area 2. So L here is 150 minus 100. So that is the difference between the two stations over 2 times area 1 is 36.58 meters squared plus area 2 is 42.815 meters squared. So the volume using end area method is equals to 1984.875 cubic meter. That is the volume using end area method. So this is for letter C. Now to find the volume using Presmodel formula, we will need to find the area at the middle of the station of the station. So that is at station. So the middle station is station 25 plus 125. So that is 25 meters from the station, 25 plus 100. Okay, so take note. So we will find, do not take the area middle as the average of area 1 and area 2. So mali yun. So because you will still get the same value for same as the end area method. So the data for the middle station is obtained by taking the average of each value. So the average of XR, average of XL, average of YL, average of YR, and average of YC. So for station 125, so averaging the values, so we will have 8.60 for XL, and then 2.40, 0, 2.90, 9.575, and 3.05. So 8.6 is simply the average of 9.35 and 7.85. And then yung 2.40 is the average between 1.9. So that is at the first station, and 2.9. So 1.9 plus 2.9 divided by 2 is 2.4. Okay, so since we have these figures, so we now solve the middle area. So using the we will utilize the formula yung sa cross-section method. So para magamit naman siya, so 1/2, this is the formula kanina, W over 2 YL plus YR plus YC times XL plus XR. Okay, so area M would be 1/2 times W2 is 5 multiplied by YR plus YL, so 2.4 plus 3.05 plus YC is 2.9 times XL is 8.6 plus 9.575. So area middle would be 39.97875 cubic meters. That is for area middle. So para ma-familiarize yung formula, merong pattern yung formula na to. So the pattern here is, we'll start at the YL papunta dito. So that is the first. So ito 2.4 plus 3.05, and then here the 2.9, and then dito sa taas from 2.9 punta dito, that is 8.6, and then dito naman, so plus 9.75. So that is the pattern. So if you would remember that, so mas madaling ma-memorize yung formula na to. So but you can also use the manual using dividing the area into 4 triangles, but the advantage of this is you don't need to draw a cross section para magamit mo ng maayos yung manual na calculation. So if you follow this pattern, so ito yung magiging formula. Ito lang tatandaan mo, and yung mga operation na gagamitin. So okay, so area middle is 39.90, so almost 40 cubic meters. So now we will solve the volume using Presmodel formula. So VP is equals to L over 6 area 1 plus 4 times area middle plus area 2. Okay, so L is 150, so that is 100 minus 150 minus 100 over 6 times area 1 is 36.58 plus 4 times the area middle natin, that is 39.98. So ano natin, and then plus area 2 is 42.815. So the volume using Presmodel formula is 1994.25 cubic meters. That is for D. Okay, so for the Presmodel correction, so from the formula, Presmodel correction is VP equals to L over 12 times D1 minus D2 times C1 minus C2. Okay, so this is 50 over 12. So D1 is XR plus XL of station 1. So that is 16.30 minus XL plus XR of station 2. So that is 20.05. So that is 8.6 plus 9.575. And then C1 is the YC of station 1, that is 3.2 minus YC of station 2, which is 2.6. Okay, so again 20.05 is the summation of 9.35 plus 10.7. So hindi ito, this is in middle station pala. Okay, so the Presmodel correction is equals to negative 9.375 cubic meters. That is the Presmodel correction. Or by simply knowing that the Presmodel correction is also the difference between the volume using NRM method and using Presmodel formula. So volume using end area method 1984.875 minus 1994.250. So this Presmodel correction is equals to negative 9.375 cubic meters. That is for E. Okay, so that's how you solve volume approximations.